Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to cover today's two trades that I took. Now, there was a period of time where it was exceptionally choppy, okay? Where although the market was going higher, it was just like so boring, right? Like not even easy to trade it for continuation to the long side because it was just like a continuation of the original trade off the open, and it would just grind higher and come back down a little bit and grind a little higher. So I kind of sat out the majority of the day. What I came into today's price action looking at was a short below the overnight lows, below 19,964, looking to target that daily 5, looking to target 19,700s. That was never confirmed. Great. We started to trade back over my bias, which is my 20 SMA here, giving me a long setup. And as soon as we closed back over the 20 SMA, I was looking to see what the first 15-minute candle did. And I kind of was expressing to everyone in Evolution Traders Mentorship live trading call today that I probably won't take a trade for the first 15 minutes. And the reason being is because I wanted to see, is price going to get rejected? We're still below this overnight high swing low or swing high. We're still below Friday's high. So we are kind of putting in these lower high movements. I didn't want to take a long immediately right off the bell just to only have it come down and confirm my original trade idea of going short. So I allowed the first 15-minute candle to close. As soon as we started to confirm that 15-minute ORB, I went long. Now, I did get stuck in a little bit of a drawdown of about 35, almost 40 points. Now, for many of you guys who have been trading with me inside of Evolution Traders, you guys know that I'm trading micros, and I can absorb that kind of pullback. One thing that I do want to stress and emphasize is that don't get too caught up in how many points you're in drawdown. Focus on, did you size yourself correctly to be in a trade as long as it is technically still in play? And I kind of let everyone know, if we close back below my bias, which is my 20 SMA, I'll exit the trade. We came down and tested it. I mean, pretty good, right? And as soon as we tested it, then we got this spike up. And I was able to take 45, an average of 45 points across 3 contracts on this initial opening trade. We pulled back once more, and then it just got brutal. It just got brutal where it chopped around the overnight highs. It started to confirm and then pulled back, and then it was just very slow and just agonizing, to say the least. The next trade that we took, which I actually took a little late, right? I got into it a little late, but was after this whole run up towards the end of the day, that bias, that short-term bias changed. And it changed in power hour. During power hour, we sold off from highs of around 20,190 all the way to losing that bias of 20,120. So I was late to the trade because this short was already 70, 80 points in motion before I finally took it the last 30 minutes. So when I got in, it was trying to back test this 20 SMA. I tried to get in as close to that 20 SMA as possible, looking for the rejection. It did kind of throw me in drawdown from a price of around 20,125 all the way up to around 142, 140. So I was down about 20 points at one point in time, and then it got rejected. And when it really started to flush, I just took the equal end on the opposite side. So as soon as I went up 25, 30 points, I just got out of the trade, and it went down a lot farther than that. It went all the way down to a closing price here of 20,036. So, the better half of 100 points from high to low or greater. And I only captured about 30 points. But that's the name of the game, right? You're never going to really catch the whole thing. And it's so late in the day. I never trade power hour because just the moves for me personally, they're not as clean. But because the price action was grinding higher, 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 it finally gave me some type of setup that I can get behind, where I can add some confluence to, and I can, manage my risk, where, I'm going to put a stop loss, any closure over my bias here of this 20 SMA. And as long as I'm trading below that, just kind of bite down on my cheeks and wait for this to, start paying, right? So 2 trades. We held overnight lows. We got back over the short-term bias. Let's trade that long into overnight highs, right? That swing high. Let's do that. Okay, that was the first trade. All of this choppiness, I wish I would have been able to get in and hold through this. I just didn't see anything worthwhile for me to really take. We were also extended from my 20 SMA, so it was a little hard for me to kind of pick my spot. And then I just waited, right? I just kind of was in and out of the office, and then I came back and I noticed we're starting to sell off, and I told myself, well, let's just wait and see if we kind of lose this short-term bias, and if we do, let's fire one more trade. Luckily it worked out, but it wasn't the easiest price action to trade. There's a lot of action in here that could have really chopped you up, even though that if you just would have realistically bought any time, you would have made money. That's always easier to say and do in hindsight. When you're watching this price action, it's just kind of brutal. It's just very, very brutal. So let me know how you guys did today. Again, not the cleanest of action. We're still in a bigger macro channel here between 700 and 20,300. This is a big range here that I don't know how much I want to really participate in this range. I would like to play the upper and the lower extremes of this range more so than kind of trading the back and forth in the middle. So we'll see how this plays out. Again, if you guys want to join me, all the links are down in the description box below. If you guys need Apex accounts, code DAnthony. Again, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see all of you guys on the next video.